You got fresh air.
Fresh and thing.
Fresh. It's fresh. You got no headphones, just to show off your haircut.
Charging them up so we can have a
Headphone failure.
Oh, that's bad. Are they connected to the microphone? Because as soon as you said something like that,
If they're turned on.
sounded better.
He's getting in the way of my stuff.
Getting all tangled up. I've got so many wires on the go.
Yeah.
You can make everything wireless.
You think it'd be wireless capable, wouldn't you, in 2021 in this pandemic era of internets and things? I like your shirt.
Yeah,
I like
this is a shiny one. I like just in my little.
All day.
All day.
I can see it if I zoom in.
Yeah, like this.
Zoom right in, boy.
I was a little bit delayed in letting you into the room because it says
By Jigger.
Matthew West is waiting in the weight room and it says admit, so I was touching the screen. I haven't got a touch screen laptop.
Me neither. I have an old school bad boy.
I've got one for work.
Yeah.
But that's why I get confused.
You like it?
I don't really use it, only to press the mute button sometimes.
At all. I don't really use
I don't really use the full stop. No, I do use it every day for a minimum 7 hours contracted.
Yeah, just get that in there.
Yeah, if anyone's listening. But yeah, I only tend to use the touchscreen for just pressing the mute and unmute button, because otherwise I have to move the mouse and click, and that just seems too much.
Don't waste any energy.
Yeah.
Go up and come back.
Yeah, I've
had one. Come on.
I've upgraded because I've never ever had 2 screens before. You work off 2 screens or 1 screen?
I do work off 2 screens. I've worked off 2 screens for some time.
Shit to the bed. That's a game changer.
Yeah, better with them like 2 massive screens as well. Even better.
Yeah.
But I have like 1 laptop screen, and then I think it's like probably a 17-inch monitor. But there's some people have like the full-on curved.
Yeah.
2 bad boys, and the people who work in design have some like mega screens, so like the tablet ones that you can draw on, and all sorts of cool screens.
You're doing better than me. I've got like a 1998 really square looking monitor to one side, and then my fancy touchscreen.
But how big's the laptop? Is that 15? 17?
It's not 17. It's small. It's it's a small one. I'd say maybe 14. It's not great. Because I worked on that for like the first, I don't know, maybe like 6 months just on the one screen for what we were doing. It was fine. And you could request another screen, keyboard, mouse, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm probably not going to use it, but I'll just get it because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And it wasn't until I finally decided to plug it in. Or actually, sorry, I tried it once, but then I realized I was missing loads of notifications because they were coming off on one screen and I was only using one on the screen. You can't see. So it's like this person was messaging me going, "Are you coming on this meeting?" Like, no, obviously not, because I missed the notification. So then I put it away and I was like, right, I'm not doing that. And then the more people I talk to, they're like, yeah, 2 screens. So then I got a proper set up little desk from IKEA and all that kind of jazz. And never look back. Now, if anybody asks, I'm like, it's two screens or nothing.
Yeah, 2 screens or 0 screens.
Why?
No, I'd like 2 big screens would be cool, because then you can have I know it's just cool to be able to have a couple of things that you can actually see everything, or 2 things opening, like you're looking in an email and putting whatever's in the email into something else. Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's a good.
I mean, I'm way behind the times. They've been 2 screening it for decades, probably.
I've been 2 screening it for 10 years at least.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, well, didn't know you needed it.
Yeah.
No, you didn't need it until last year, did you? Anyway.
Yeah, you just assume
until last year. But we had them because we work with laptops, and in the UK office, we'd work with like a CAD workstation, so you didn't actually have a computer to go anywhere. So you would always just go with like a notebook or whatever. And then when you've got like a desktop screen, it's actually quite a bit bigger normally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then when we switched over to laptops, when I went to Spain, then we had a laptop and a docking station. And if you've got a docking station, then you have to have a screen, otherwise there's no point having it in the docking station. That was the whole point, basically. So you could then work on the big screen and then take your laptop somewhere, but then you can set it up. There's two. So I do like one above and one below is how I had it set up in Spain. Now I've got like a side by side.
Above and one below. That's fucking crazy.
I like that. That's
cool. Some space age shit.
Yeah, well then it's like, because if you have one in the corner or like turned to the side a bit, it's a bit awkward to see. So no one else did the one above and one below. And a lot of people actually just plugged it in the docking station and worked with one screen because they were quite big. Some people had a bigger one and like a much bigger screen, but I had a little bit smaller one and then did the two-step screen action.
I like that.
Yes, please.
That helped a lot of people get set up with their two, because lots of people I started looking after started working from home. I don't know if you've ever tried to remotely talk somebody through like USBs and plugs and various things, but for people who aren't very good with tech, needing help, it is a nightmare.
Because they don't even know what
they're like trying to hold it up to the camera, going, "Well, I've got this one." Like, right, what ports have you got? I've got one that looks like a little bit like a miniature toaster. Like, just get someone else in the room.
Get someone who knows the toaster from their USB in the room, please. Get it connected.
I mean, as we're talking about tech and things like that, I had a chap who I followed on Instagram for quite a while, who is making a bit of a comeback because he got hit really badly with COVID and lost so much weight, so much strength. And he's been in hospital for a long time. And he has now started to do things like, I saw him on a rower the other day and it was like, oh my God, this guy's like coming back. It's really, really cool. And I sent him a little message to say, oh, it's good to see your progress. And he messaged me and said, he subscribed to the YouTube channel and said, oh, what sort of things do you do on the YouTube? Is it like fun and entertainment, or is it more like advertising and merchandise and like making money? And I'm like, bro, we never advertise any sort of merch at all on the YouTube.
Never ever
on the YouTube channel. Like, it's just fun and entertainment. So I put that on the stories. So we're cruising around the 90 subscriber mark, which is respectable, I think, in our sort of world.
Yeah, I mean, there's only people with like millions and millions, but yeah, got to start somewhere. Isn't it?
It's not about that. Somewhere. It's not about that.
It's not really.
And it's definitely not about the content either. So I don't know what it's about.
No, it's just about something to do. Something to do. Give back.
So yeah, so I thought I started posting a little bit more on the stories on Instagram because I've been a little bit off it. Haven't really been into stories recently. I've just been quite busy. So yeah, put some stories up. Got some, obviously took on your notes about the reverse hyper review about putting it. Yeah. Oh wait, I thought I had that in there, but I must not have done because I had so much video I was trying to clip together. And just showed a little video of that going up and getting put away.
That. Should have slammed that in the reel.
I should have done. I still could.
Slam it in.
Still could. I did. I genuinely used it after my squats today, which I like to do.
As opposed to when you ingenuinely use it normally.
Yeah, well, it's just there. It sits there. And because I've been doing some stuff at home and some stuff at the box, depending on what I've got going on. And I'd like to have a bit more time in the evenings now, just because I feel like, because work's quite busy, I like to get everything done front end of the day, and then I can just chill out for the evenings. Haven't got it quite right with regularly using it. I'm trying to jump on it as much as I can. I even upped the weight today, so I put a massive 12.5 kilos on there today.
12.5 out of 5 metric kilos on there.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 25 pounds.
You go steady, mate. It's even a little bit more than 25 pounds. Isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Just a little bit. 27, maybe.
But my aim is just to keep increasing, just little steady increases. I don't want to get to a point where I don't want to get too strong now. No, I don't want to get too strong. But I also don't want to get to a point where I find it hard and then I go, I don't want to do this. I'd rather just keep things moving.
Don't want this to be challenging for me.
Yeah, I've got enough challenges. There you go, 27.5 pounds. Yeah, I've got enough things to make look really, really hard. I don't want to make that look any harder. But it did feel easier. So when I first jumped on it, because I'd never used it before, I was like, man, this is hard. I don't see how people like the maximum weight it recommends using on it is 80 kilos. And I'm thinking, there's no way I'm swinging 80 kilos on this. This is stupid hard. But yeah, so just building it up. I've got the rest of my life to stick 80 kilos on that.
Yeah,
not in a
I
rush.
guess you probably shouldn't swing it either. No? It's not actually supposed to be a swing, is it?
Well, that's like a pendulum.
No, you got to start again now.
Just get swinging.
Get it moving, boy.
Yeah. But I've got lots on my list today, and I've written them up on the board. And I can just about read my writing. So I've got some bits. I've got some bits to talk about.
You pull that trigger on those bits.
Yeah.
What jigger? Oh, you want to have a little sip of that? Oh man, I've got tea over there that I made in
grab a tea.
for this.
Grab a tea. I'll talk. I'll start talking through the list. You get that tea.
Fill in for me.
I'm going to fill in. And he's not going to hear any of this, but I will go for it. I've got a nice Americano here. If anybody's interested in the type of coffee that I'm drinking, it's from North Sea Coffee, a little place in Cromer that I talked about last time. And I've gone for Americano and just started to get into that. Didn't have time for milk.
So, it's not really big. No, I don't do actual tea. It's green tea.
I've told you about start drinking chamomile tea in the evenings, have I?
No, you did tell me that. I used to drink that. But then I stopped. I think, because it makes you go to the toilet.
Most liquids do for me. Constantly weeing.
Yeah. Well, then that one you don't want to get involved in the mix, really.
No, it's in there. It's like a 10 o'clock at night one. Oh, no wonder I can't sleep.
Yeah, absolutely is that.
Yeah. So I'll start with this one then, as I talked about chamomile tea. So, I was talking a while ago about Pure Sport CBD oils and balms and things, which I've continued to use. They had a little sale on. I think it might have ended. If not, head over to Pure Sport CBD, grab yourself some stuff. Not affiliated, just like their stuff.
It's not advertising.
It's a bit more advertising for you, Patrick, if you watch it. And I got some more balm because I just really like the balm. So I've got like 3 pots of this balm just in case I ever run out. And it was a lot cheaper. It was like half price. So I thought, yeah, why not grab some balm? And I got 3 different oils. And what they do is they put active ingredients into their CBD oils for like different purposes. So they have a boost one. I wish I had brought the things in so I could read what was on them. They have a clarity one and an unwind one. But what's in them isn't important. What they taste like is what I wanted to tell you about. Because one of them tastes like shit.
Okay.
It's so bad. It's really bad, to the point where I messaged them and said, guys, this doesn't taste good. What can I do to make it taste better? Because I genuinely think they're a good company and they'd probably help me out. And I didn't want them to like not know that this tasted like guff.
Hopefully they would know, but they wouldn't keep selling it. But which one is it?
It's the unwind oil, and it's something like it's got ginseng and something else. And
ginseng and an unwind oil. That sounds more like a boost.
Possibly,
because the Cadbury's boost had the ginseng in it, didn't it?
It's got chamomile in it. Actually, it's got chamomile in it.
That one makes sense. Yeah.
But to me, so if I could describe the flavor to you, I would say it tastes like dog medicine. Like if you had a really sick dog,
sounds nice,
that maybe couldn't stop shitting, then you would have to give it some medicine. This is what I imagine that tastes like. It's quite like earthy and like a bit meaty. This is not helping me unwind. And the boost one tastes like a watered down version of that, but the clarity one is really good. No. So what I do, the boost one is fine. It's palatable. You can't really taste it that much. So I have the boost one first thing in the morning before I train, if I'm going to go train. And then I have the clarity one in around sort of mid-morning lunchtime for like work. And then the unwind one at night. Just slamming it all in.
Work starts at lunchtime, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I think the boost one's probably worn off, and then I'm probably tired of people shit by about lunchtime at work. Like you got a couple of hours where you're like, yeah, I've got patience.
Yeah, okay.
And then after a while, you're like, no, I'm getting hungry now. Leave me alone. So I decided to put the unwind oil in the chamomile tea, and what it did, it was a bit of a sort of a I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but it worked in one way, but not another. So drinking it, the first sip wasn't great, but then the rest is fine. You can't really taste it. So I thought, oh, that's a win. But because it's tea and it's hot and it's creating steam, the initial smell, the initial smell is like, oh shit, this smells bad. I don't want to drink this tea. God. But once you get like a sip or two in, then it's absolutely fine. So I've overcome that. But I don't think I'll be buying that oil again.
Well, unless they change the taste.
Yeah, but they said that because it's all natural ingredients, they wouldn't add anything other than what they put in it. Right. I thought, well,
it's a mistake, isn't it?
The unwind oil tastes like the boost oil, but they've got different active ingredients in. So what is it they are putting in that makes it taste like that? I don't know.
You can't work it out. You can't look at. They're completely different.
Yeah. There's so there's CBD. There's MCT oil, and then there's 3 different. There's like a vitamin complex and like 2 herbs, or what, whatever, lion's mane, or I don't know what they are. Ginseng, are they herbs? Like plants?
Yeah, if you like. Yeah.
So there's like 2 of those and a vitamin complex plus the CBD and the MCT oil. But it can't be the MCT oil because they've all got MCT oil in, even like the original one that I got. So
yeah, and I think MCT
maybe someone just put dog medicine in my batch.
Yeah, it could be. I think it just tastes like oil. I can imagine the dog medicine you're talking about now. I bet it's one of those like brown tablets that you have to crush up a bit and then you mix it up with water and then it smells like meat.
And then you hold its little snout.
Yeah, and you get its little beak like that. And he's like, but actually he likes it because it tastes a bit like beef anyway. So he's just like,
it's a bit beefy, but he's not used to the tablets. That's what it's like. That is what it's like. Yeah. So I don't know if you've got any experience with that. It's like I'd rather do the animal pack, trying to take 12 tablets in one go, in one scoop.
Get them straight in me, man. Then there's no problem.
Yeah,
I do quite like the animal pack powder versions. So there's a animal pack now. Do the actual animal pack in powder version, which is good, in like a cherry flavor. Yeah, I've got some free samples because I have been getting that now for a lot of years now.
Yeah,
probably 13 years I've been taking it, and now they just started to do the powders. And the powder in the Flex was good too. I took that one, that Animal Flex for joints, when I broke my ankle, and I think that really helped. That was good. And then now I've got because I had those Amazon vouchers. What I got with Amazon vouchers was this huge stash of that. It was like 2 Animal Pack, 2 Omega, and 2 Flex, because they do a really good like it's equivalent of fish oil stuff, isn't it? Omega 3, that sort of supplement for your brain and your joints.
Yeah.
So I got 2 of those, 2 Omega 2 Flex and 2 pack. That's cool. And some Animal Pack creatine, or Universal creatine, same brand.
I didn't even realize they had it on Amazon.
Yeah, it's not mega competitive pricing, but because I had the vouchers, I got it. So,
yeah,
it was good.
Still hanging on to my vouchers. Good. I used some the other day because it had a little advert which said £10 off when you spend 25 on like stuff sold by Amazon. So their specific stuff, there's only certain things. And it's like everything that I wanted wasn't sold by Amazon. So like I wanted some more knee sleeves because when mine get funky and I wash them, I need to have a little backup pair and things like that. But yeah, none of that stuff that I wanted was actually sold by them. So I didn't get any of that. And then I was looking at massage guns because I use my massage gun a lot and it's starting to wear down a little bit, like lose a bit of power. I have to charge it a bit more. And it's also quite heavy to hold. Like it weighs a bit. Yeah.
You think maybe if you trained a bit, you'd get a bit stronger and that won't be so heavy.
But I use it after I train. So when I'm at my weakest and I'm trying to like gun my triceps, trying to hold it up there. And then I have to swap over with a weak arm that's already then had to hold the massage gun.
It's been punished with the massage gun.
Yeah. And so I bought a mini massage gun. So it weighs like half a kilo, but it should have the same sort of power output and it's smaller. So it'll fit in my bag a lot better. So I'm waiting for that to come along. And it was the reason I got it was there was some sort of 20% off it. So it was like £27 little massage gun. And I had vouchers. So I'm just like,
I'll just get Claire to hit you with a rolling pin instead.
Yeah.
You have to take her with you in your bag then.
But she mainly aims for the head and I don't need a head massage.
That's all right. Don't lift anything with your head, do you?
No, I could do some neck strengthening though.
Yeah, I need to do some neck stuff. Neck is destroyed, although my tweaky trap is feeling better. I think that's literally just from my pillow. Messing up my neck. Yeah. I got like a thick pillow and a thin pillow, and I changed to the thin pillow, and like 2 days later, sweet.
That's cool.
That's good.
I use a thick pillow and a thin pillow at the same time, so I sleep like that.
Yeah,
so no wonder I wake up and I'm fucking in bits. But I've
also,
had all
that.
All that this week. Trap has been tweaking. My shoulders currently tweaking. My calves. I fatigued the life out of those the other day. But yeah, every day this week I've woken up and gone, oh.
You're coming up for deload now, no?
No, I'm coming into ones week.
Yeah, so after that one.
After that one, yeah. Yeah, so after the worst one. Yeah,
after the worst one, after the big one.
So just finished today. Threes week. Yeah.
How did that go?
It went all right. So I'll run you through overhead press, which is my least favorite and least talked about. I got 8 reps at 47. So just not too bad. So that's 8 on a 3. On the 5s week, I got 12. So that's where we want it to be, nice and high above. Bench, I don't think I told you this. I got 92 kilos for a set of 8.
Wow,
that's a good set, man.
It's a good set, dude.
That's a good set. The previous week, I got 87 for 10. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Nice.
Squats today were better than last week. So last week I wasn't feeling squats, but this week I got 129 for 8. So that was pretty good. The last one I put up on the story, the last 2 reps I think I put up on the stories, and the last one was a grinder and a bit of a grunter. But I wanted to try and get that to 8 as well. And the box I've raised the floor, so the box is very slightly lower now. Yeah. So that increases difficulty again. It's crazy how much harder it is, even like that. Just very, very small movement. And then
you're not using that last bit.
Yeah, the one that I posted on the reels, which you've probably seen, was deadlift, and officially the top set was 160 kilos for 7 reps. But before I managed to fuck everything up and misloaded with 180 kilos. And oh my God, I put this on the bar and I was like, right, what do I need? What do I need? So it's like 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So 4 on there, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 on there. That's 160. Okay. And I was like hyping myself up. I was getting ready to go. So right. Okay. 160, right. I want to be getting like 8 on this, 8. Because last time I got however many, 151 for 10 I got last time. So I was like, right, if I can get 8, I'm gonna be
that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be sweet.
So I rocked up to it, give it a little yup, come on. And I pulled this bar and immediately I went, what the fuck? How did I pull 151 for 10? This 160 is fucking ridiculous. I was like,
feels like
oh my God, what has happened? And I pulled it and I was like, oh, how the fuck am I going to get to 8? And I was like, right. And I got to 3 and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what is going on? And I gave it a little look and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I tried to pull it again for a number 4. And I thought, no, I can't. So I was like, I got 3 on 3's week, but with 180 kilos. And as I stepped away, I looked at it and I was like, you fucking idiots. It's 180 on the bar. So I got 180 for 3. There was probably some sort of PR.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice set. That's I remember back in the day doing like 180 for 3, and a few weeks later I pulled that 205 for 3. 205 for 3.
It's just typical, isn't it? Like coming in, like the one that I messed up before was like I messed up the deadlift because I trained it at the wrong time of day.
With the wrong stuff before.
Yeah, and then so I went and did it again, and it was okay. And I thought, right, let's ride through that, and then let's have a good cycle on this one. And then I ended up bloody doing that. But I definitely, I'm convinced I would have got it for 8 had I not have smashed myself to bits.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because we used to do that as well. We used to go like all the way up. I think I've done this with you before. Go like all the way up and then come back down again. And the ones when you come back down always feel easier than the ones on the way up. So if you do like 140, 160, 180 on the way up, and then when you come back to your 160 or your 140, it depends, because normally you're like trying to do sort of like a max rep set on the way down, and you're not on the way up, are you? So,
well, that's the thing. The progression of weight on the way up when in the work sets was like a set of 3 at something like 120, and then it was a set of 3 at 140. So then a set of 3 at 160 would have been a little jump. So then when I went from like a 140 to a 180, just completely.
Oh, you went from 140 to 180? Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus, no wonder you thought it felt heavy, because even just doing that, even if you can pull 180, if you end up with a big jump like that, it just feels awful.
Yeah, that did feel like shit.
That's interesting. Now, I didn't have too bad a week, but mine's still really building up really slowly, because I need to do the proper maxes now for like squat and bench. So I think my deadlift this week was like 6 sets of 8 at 110 or something like that, but all overhand, so that was okay. Or 107.5, so all overhand. So grip is coming back a bit, but that's really the limiting factor. Just my hand gets tired from being smashed to pieces and opens.
Yeah,
that's okay, because it's just building up still in the background. And then I've got to train after this like day 4, and then I'll train tomorrow. I rode motocross today, so that'll be interesting, and I'll probably ride motocross tomorrow as well.
Loving the
yeah, just doesn't really fit very well. I need to get through the 5 sessions in the week, not do like 1 on the weekend. But when I get to like day 3 or day 4, I just feel destroyed, and I'm like, well, now I need to have a rest, otherwise I'm just going to get even more destroyed, and then it all gets a bit higgledy-piggledy for the weekend.
I've got a question for you, deadlift related. Oh, no. Well, any lift related, but specifically on the deadlift. Is it still a set if you take your hands off the bar? That is my question. So say you're going for a 3 rep max, and you pull 1, and then you put it on the ground. You take your hands off the bar, you stand up, you have a little breath for a little, 10, 15 seconds. Then you grab it again, you pull. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So I was on Instagram again. Somebody posted a video of a 3 rep max set, and that's exactly what they did. And I was like, let go of the bar. You can't stand up and take a breath and have encourage somebody else, and then.
Yeah, that's not a 3 rep max.
That's not a 3 rep max. That's 3 singles.
Yeah, I think we've seen this before. I mean, it should be basically like a continuous effort, shouldn't it? Otherwise, it turns into a different thing. It's like a cluster set, then I think they call it, don't they? Where you do, say, like 3 or whatever it is, 8, and then you have like a 10 or 15 second rest, and you can then just get a little bit of energy back, and then you have another go and see what you can get. And normally you get, so if you've done 8, maybe you get 4, and then go to failure again, and then have a little tiny rest, and again go and see if you get 1 or something like that. But yeah, it's not.
It'd be like it's the equivalent of.
It's like
pressing, bench pressing, and then putting it back.
Yeah, rack it, and then take it out,
and then going again.
No. Yeah. I mean, deadlift's a bit different, isn't it? Because it's all you unload it completely, don't you? There's no like tension. Well, there is, I suppose, now as you're lowering. But you could just drop it from the top, can you? And then go again, but you don't have a rest.
No, it doesn't count. So sorry, that wasn't a 3 rep max.
Yeah, that was a 1 + 1 + 1 rep max.
3 singles. Now get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think if you took your hands off, or like, if it was like 1 second or something, maybe, I don't know, but still, a set means continuous, doesn't it? Otherwise, it's not a set anymore, is it? Like I say, if you stopped on the bench and racked it for 10 seconds and then took it back out again, it's not a set anymore, is it? Chopsley.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Fly around it. I do.
I had a very bad smell up my nose when I saw that.
Yeah, it smelled like the unwind oil. Smelled like dirt.
Yeah, smell like.
This 3 rep max smells like dirt.
Smell like dog shit covered in hair.
God, burnt dog shit covered in hair.
Yeah.
Cool. So training for me. Yeah, I'm going to train tonight and then train tomorrow. And then I'm into the last week of this cycle. So actually I really need to get my shit together for that one. And then, yeah, it's deload week, but the deload week isn't very deloady juggernaut. It's like loads of volume anyway.
Yeah.
Still, like same amount of volume on all the assists and stuff.
Keep you on the
They're
pipe.
a bit long for me. They're a bit long, the old sessions. Just too many exercises.
Mm.
But we keep plugging away at it. I think it's helping for riding the bike and stuff like that. Like today, I was trying to practice being in attack position, which is like the sort of proper position you should have on a bike, which is basically like a sort of permanent hamstring tense position. So you're sort of, if you're in like the final lowering position of a kettlebell swing, like with your back at sort of 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And then your hamstrings loaded, you're basically like that for the session riding. So really noticed in my hamstrings today, because I was watching some videos, doing my little YouTube lessons.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll try that. And I was riding around today, my hamstrings killing me, man, afterwards. So
Yeah, it's like a massage
bench. No. Yeah, could do. I might just do some yoga instead.
Yeah.
That work. Squeeze out. But today was good at the track. It was cool. I did 5 sessions in total, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But I'm rolling in my own wheels now, so that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you about that. Just whilst it's in my brain, how is the bruising on the arm from the dirt?
Yellow. Well,
what?
You can see
The
it looks
state of that.
looks worse now, but
That does look worse.
a lot better than it was. I think it's the camera making it look bad.
It's
But it goes
getting
all the way.
darker and more painful.
It goes all the way to like my chest and everything. On
Jesus.
This one's okay. Yeah, this one's pretty
Christ.
grim. So yeah, I didn't get hold of a chest protector with bicep protection yet.
No. Strap your thick pillow on that one.
Yeah,
and then the thin one on that one.
Yeah, be all right.
A bit of duct tape.
Yeah, or just a towel or something.
Yeah.
Or wind. Just be in front.
Yeah, hold it with your teeth.
Yeah, just send it. So that's cool. So I did all the warm-up stuff like I did before, like trying to do a race day. And then for the last session, because I wasn't coming off early, but I was coming off a bit close to the limit. So the races are like 10 minutes plus 2 laps. And at the last round, I thought, I felt pretty good in those, considering they're 10 minutes plus 2 laps. And normally I do like 10 minutes per session. The last race I did, they were 9 minutes plus 2 laps because of the big crash at the start. So they shortened the rest of the races. So that was a little bit of a bluffer. I was like, I'm feeling pretty good because it was like a minute short.
Less than a minute.
So today at the end, to try and make up that difference, I did basically just tried to finish off the day. So in the end, it was, I got waved off the track and the guy was like going.
And you're like,
no, it's pretty sick.
Are we there in 9 minutes?
Yeah, no, I did 9 minutes plus 2 laps. I did 19 minutes today, so that was cool.
What's continuous?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, so I did 10 minutes. I did 10 minutes. I did a 10-minute one that I didn't record because I put my my Garmin on my right wrist, because if you put it on your left wrist, your start and stop button gets hit by your hand, by your like the upper side of your hand. So I put it on my right wrist and just start that. And I've got a little moto activity. So I start the moto activity and I can just see it then as I'm riding around, just have a quick look. So I think I did 15 because that's like the warm-up. But I did like a real warm-up at the start, which bashed me completely because the track's really bumpy. So I did like a 10 minutes I didn't record, then a 15, then a 10, then another 15, and then 19.
What does your heart rate look like? Does it record? Does your Garmin do your heart rate as well, or is it just the stuff? Like,
it does.
When I squat, mine goes up to like 130, 140.
Yeah, this is more like when I look at it when I come in, I'll upload them to Strava and then we can see. But when I come in, it's at like 160, something like that. So I think it's probably at more like, could be 170 or 180 when I'm going around. I'm not sure if I can actually see. Don't actually know where my watch is. Not sure if I can see that if I look at the activity now, like a summary of the max heart rate. Probably can. But yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on like 160, and then I think at one point I looked at it and I'd been stopped for a while, and it was about 140, something like that. It's pretty hardcore. That track is quite rough. Like they prepped it all. You know, I met one of my friends there from work, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, the track's really good." And I was thinking, "Oh, sweet." They've like, because it's really bumpy. And I was thinking, "Oh, cool." They've like basically flattened it all. And he's like, yeah, you don't really need suspension today, because the whole reason I went was to try and set my suspension up because it wasn't working very well last week. He said, oh yeah, don't worry about the suspension. I was like, okay. So I went riding around and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's so bumpy. It's like insane. And I got arm pump in 5 minutes and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to come off. I like pulled it off. I was like, well, you can't come off. Can you? What, you're going to go racing? You're just going to stop after 5 minutes. So I finished the 10-minute session, went back in. I was like, the track is crazy bumpy. He's like, oh yeah, it's really bumpy still. Oh, but then I need suspension. Like I need to say it out then. Oh yeah. Okay. But the jumps were nice. They like prepped all the.
Maybe something got lost in translation with that.
Maybe he used French. So, but it was cool. I set the bike up, so that was good, and just got a bit more comfy on it. Really cool. And the next one, because they cancelled the next round in Austria, so the next one is in Czechoslovakia.
Ooh, sweet.
International.
Is that drivable?
Yeah. Yes. 3 hours 40 minutes. Oh, something like that. It's about 300 kilometers, so it's quite a long way. It's about 200 miles and 186 miles.
About how long it takes to get over the bridge at Lowestoft.
Yeah. Or the Acle Strait on a bad day.
When the cows come and just walking up the other end.
Yeah, just chilling out. As I was driving there today, there was like a massive field full of cows, like proper like the milker cows, just like probably 30 or 40 of them. They weren't purple exactly, but they were quite milkery.
Yeah, they're the ideal cow shape and style.
Yeah, they were like the traditional cow.
What's the wheels? You say you got a van?
Yeah, got a Transit Custom. Other vans are available, but
custom with a K.
My custom with a C. Yeah, that is my van of choice. I had 2 of those in Spain. Pretty sick. So
is that just a new one? Is it second hand? What do you tell me the story? Tell me the van story.
17. Yeah, the van story. Basically, I've been looking for a van since I got here, and they're quite expensive at the moment because there's a huge chip shortage worldwide. So there are not many new vans available, which means because there's not many new vans available, people that need vans for business and stuff are buying second-hand vans. So I've been looking for vans, but I was a bit like shell-shocked at the price. I was thinking, God damn, they're like really expensive vans.
Okay, goddamn.
Yeah. So I was looking, and I couldn't really come to terms with having to spend that much money on a van. I was like, this is insane. I was like looking at Transit Custom, Opel, Vivaro, Renault Traffic, because I've had those before as well, and I worked at the factory for a little while where they build those, so I know they're good.
Opel means Vauxhall in English, by the way, everyone.
Yeah. So I had a couple of them, had a couple of Transits, and worked in that factory, and they're all good. But what everyone really likes here is the Transporter, which is the same in the UK. Like they're super, super popular, but super, super expensive for a van. It's like insane for a box van, like 30 or grand brand new.
They're the ones
secondhand. Wow, they're nuts, man. So they're still secondhand, nearly 20,000 euros for like a 4-year-old van or something like that. And I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to just come to terms with having to spend quite a lot of money for quite an old van. But I was looking, and I was like, I don't really like rushing that sort of thing because normally something comes up. But now it's been like 9 months. So I'm like, well, I can't keep waiting. Do you know what I mean? At some point, I've just got to bite the bullet and get on. So I was getting sort of losing hope. And I thought, well, I'll just get a Transporter, because if I get a Transporter, I'm going to be able to sell it. They are actually pretty cool. They're quite nice to drive, but they're a lot of money. So I was thinking, well, I'll get a loan or something, or I'll get sort of resign myself to that, and was thinking, I'm going to spend quite a lot of cash, but it'll be nice and no worries, and I'll just get it. And then I went to the petrol station to get some fuel in a bike or something like that, and I just spotted that in the little tiny Toyota garage in the center of town, they had a Vito and 2 Transit Customs, and a really okay price, like a decent price, with a really low kilometers, like 2017 with like 40,000 kilometers on, so it's about 26,000 miles, which is almost new basically, isn't it? So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So like then went through that whole process of trying to speak to the guy. Luckily he spoke a little bit of English, so I had to use my my like fail-safe phrase for, sorry, I don't speak much German. Went in there, so he helped me out a bit, spoke some English to me, and then did test drive, sorted all that stuff out, paid him the cash monies. Then you have to go and get license plates over here. It's not like in the UK where the car has a plate and you just go online and get insurance. You have to basically go through an insurance agent. There's no plates on the vehicle. Then you have to go with like a confirmation that you've asked for some insurance to a little office, and they give you number plates, and then you have to pay 190 euros for the number plates to put onto the vehicle. And the insurance is nuts as well. Like the tax is like 400 euros or something for the year, and the insurance about 400 as well. It's mega expensive.
Yeah,
to have a vehicle, but super cool because now I can basically take myself to stuff.
Sweet. And what, I don't know much about vans. What is it? What is it that makes it custom? Is it just somebody whoever's ordered it up front has just had it how they want it?
No, it's not. It's just a model. They just call it, for some reason, they just call it Ford Transit Custom because there's a Transit range, and you've got the Transit Custom, a Transit Connect, a Transit Courier.
Right.
I think the people carrier one is called a Tornado. It's not called like a Transit Tornado. I can't remember. I think it's just called a Tornado. But yeah, for some reason they call the normal van, which always used to be called a Ford Transit, a Transit Custom for some reason. But it's cool. It's like the sort of mid-sized box van, so you can fit 2 bikes in. It's got 3 seats in the front, which is really important. So I went through all this loop as well because there were lots of the transports coming up with 2 seats, and then if like Mum or Colin or whatever come over, I can't put them in the vehicle basically. So I very briefly thought about getting one of the VW combis with like 9 seats, but they're super expensive, and I'm never ever going to use 9 seats.
No.
So I just went for this because in Spain I had the same thing basically for the whole time I was there.
So do you think you could you use it like a little camper, like a little tourer, a little awning on the side and all that kind of jazz?
Yeah, I'd like to do something like that. Yeah, put a little, like a little fold down bed or something, or a slide out bed, but maybe I'd just go like super gypsy with it and just put an air mattress in the back. Yeah, just an air mattress. I don't know where my air mattress is. I thought I had one here. But I'll probably try it out at this place, at this race in Czechoslovakia maybe, or maybe it's a bit better to do it in advance, somewhere a bit close to home.
Should get some before and after photos.
Of the van
empty and then fully loaded.
In a van with an air mattress in the back.
Yeah, this is what the people.
No, I'd like to do it properly. I'd like to do it with the carpet on the sides and do it all properly.
And get your all-terrain logo on the side of it.
Yeah, get one of the bad boys in there. That'd be sweet.
Cool.
I'd like to get the Garage Built Athlete signature font on there. That'd be cool. Like the bottom of the door. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. So that's cool. So that's really nice. And I've got like a little loading ramp and my toolbox in there, some proper straps to strap it down with. It's really cool. And it fits in perfectly. You can fit like 2 or even 3 motocross bikes. You can fit in one of those. And with track bikes, you can fit 2 pretty easily, and maybe a little one on top, or like 2 track bikes and a motocross bike in the middle or something like that. So really good. And good for mountain biking and stuff.
I think you could mount a folding squat rack to the side of it, or the back doors.
People do. How do they do that? I've seen them do that.
That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, I think they do it in the bigger ones though, because it's not actually
like a long wheelbase one. Maybe.
Yeah, well, not a long wheelbase, a high top one, because it's not actually big enough to stand up in. That's the problem. So you could bench in it, for example, but you couldn't deadlift in it. I think what they do is have something that folds out of the side. Or like the outside.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Or they have like in the sliding door, and the thing like folds out of the sliding door and sort of builds itself up to the side. It's pretty sick. But I can what I probably do is just put like a wooden set of shelves or something like that, and then I could put some kettlebells in there or something. I was thinking about that GBA little barbell hanger. I was thinking, could I put that in there and put a barbell on? But it's not actually tall enough for the barbell to stand up in there. And then what do you do? But you could actually just put it on the floor and strap it down. That would be so cool. I could make a little hanger on one wall. That'd be all right. Because we had that before for the ramp in the previous one. The ramp had like 2 hooks on the wall, because they've got like screwing points and stuff on the wall, so you can, and if you've got wood in there, you can basically bolt stuff to the wood and stuff like that. So that's cool. It's nice.
Nice. Well, congratulations on your purchase.
Yeah, what I need really.
It's like you had a baby, like you had a van baby. 9 months later, a little van baby came out.
Brewed that up and popped out. So pretty cool. And it's nice, super nice to drive as well. Really good.
Yeah.
Really pretty comfortable in the front, really quiet. Stereo's good. It's got aircon, cruise control, all that stuff. Parking sensors.
Very neat.
Pretty awesome. But just white, full white tradesman style. Stealth bomber.
White out.
I was just thinking, like, contemplating black rims on that. Do I black rim that up, or do I just hubcap it and go black steels instead, full ghetto?
Oh, yeah. Cool. Maybe have like just crack one of the plastic caps on one wheel and then have the other two like hanging off, and then have like a space saver wheel on the back left.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
That'd be gypsy.
That'd be pretty nice. Full Jippo. I think actually they don't have a space saver wheel on those. They have like a full size wheel.
Giant
underneath.
wheel.
So I'd have to get a space saver.
That's good.
Yeah, that'll work.
I've got 2 topics left to cover.
God, you've got 8 minutes.
I've got 8 minutes.
Or are we out? Have you got 8 minutes? I don't know. I made that up actually. I think we might have gone over, dude, already.
I'm on 49, coming up to 50.
You've got 11 minutes now.
But I think we started 3 minutes into when I started the meeting up, so we got a little bit of time. It depends if we want to be constrained by the hour. You know, this sort of gold just flowing out,
switching off. Yeah, just liquid gold.
Both of our listeners falling asleep. What's the one I want to go for? So I managed to smash G-Dad's lantern with a barbell. So that was very upsetting for me. As anybody knows, I've got my G-Dad lantern.
Yeah, at least you got it drawn on there.
But good news, after a little sulk, I sourced a replacement bit of, so it was just the globe. The glass. Let me grab it because it's literally right here. And then I'll show the folks what we're talking about. So here he is. Little feel hand.
Why is it broken then? Can't really see.
Well, it's not broken anymore because
it's the new one, is it?
I smashed the glass with the barbell. So my barbell is on the wall, mounted on the wall. And this is one of those things that when I've picked it up and pulled it out and taken it, and every time I've done it, I've gone, oh, be careful I don't hit that lantern. Like every time, I go, oh, got to be careful I don't hit that lantern. Rather than just moving the lantern, obviously I decided to smash it this time with the barbell because I was in a rush. So the glass shattered everywhere. Glass in my gym bag, you know, all that kind of, just as I'm about to train.
Just for the rush, yeah.
So then I had to not train at that point. I had to train later on whilst I cleared up all the glass, sourced a new replacement. He obviously went onto YouTube to figure out how the fuck do I change this thing without, because it's however many years old. I don't know how old it is. It's got to be older than us.
What did you search on YouTube? How to replace the glass in the ghost hunting lantern.
Ghost hunter's lantern glass.
Original ghost hunting lantern.
And I was quite happy with that. Also, I was like obviously devastated that I broke it because it's got quite a bit of sentimental value. But then, I managed to replace it and actually fixed it. And I'm always pretty happy when I do something physical of fixing something. So I'm not a very good fixer.
Not very handy.
G-Dad's lantern. Another triggers broom. It's going to have 7 new globes, 8 wicks, 12 handles.
Probably not the first globe it's had in it, I imagine.
Yeah, possibly. So that was traumatic this week, but I've got over it now.
That's over now.
That's done. And my other one was, do you remember last time I told you how my hair was hitting my rope when I was trying to do double unders? And it's causing me quite a lot of frustration because as I went up and come down, the hair would stick up and the rope would hit. So I thought, right, I'll try this again. Last week, I'll try it again. I'll put a cap on. So I got my GBA cap, put it on, peak out front, hit the peak. I was like, okay, turn it around, look up and try again. And I just still could not double under. It was hitting something or other. And I just got really frustrated to the point where I then had to, in a workout after trying for 4 minutes to do double unders in like a 15-minute workout, I then had to reprogram my brain to do singles because it doesn't happen on singles. So then I was doing singles, and I was like, right, well, I'm just gonna have to do singles now for the rest of my life, or get my hair cut, one of the two. But I didn't. I couldn't accept that was that I couldn't do double unders with a cap on. I thought that you must be able to do like double unders with a hat on. It's not impossible. People must do, like, women do double unders with ponytails, and like, what the fuck is going on here? I was also looking for a beanie, because I wanted to wear a beanie hat because it's got no cap, and I thought, well, that'll just smush everything down. But I couldn't find one for looking when I was trying to look at like 5 o'clock in the morning when I was just about to go. I found it now, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So then the other day, I think I'd done here. There's one. There it is. You've got it. See, it was in Austria the whole time.
That's why you can find it.
So the other day, I think I trained bench, and then I wanted to practice double unders. I thought, I've got to nail this because it's going to drive me nuts. So I thought, right, I've got 15 minutes. I'm just going to figure out what is going on with these double unders. And I was like, and I was just kept tripping, kept hitting. It's like it hit the back of my head. It was always like landed on the top of my head. And I was like, what is going on? What is it clipping to land and hit me on the top of the head? Meanwhile, the whole time, I'm like, you can't really see them very well now, but can you see those marks on my arm?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So imagine those, but bright red on both arms. So I'm whipping myself at the same time because I'm tripping, and the cable then comes out at the end and just like whips around and smashes me. So it's like Wolverine's fucking gone to town on my arms. I've also got them on my chest. I'm like, what? Yeah. I was like, how am I getting whipped in the chest with a rope? I'm just having a fucking nightmare. So I've got it in my head. I can't do double unders. I'm like, right, I've just defeated myself mentally about these fucking double unders. And I thought, I know what I'll do. I'm just going to jump like really high. I'm just going to jump really high and spin this rope as fast as I could. And as soon as I did that, I haven't been jumping high enough. That was it. So I had it in my head all along, right? It's my hair, I need a hat, need to do this, need to do that. It's shorten the rope, lengthen the rope, change the cable over in the rope, do it on a different flooring, do it in different shoes, don't wear knee sleeves, like wear knee sleeves. I was like doing all this stuff. Turned out I just hadn't got the height in my head, where I needed to jump. So as soon as I thought, right, I'm just going to jump as hard as I can, and I hit it, and I was like, right, and I'm away now, and I'm doing sets of like 30 unbroken.
No.
Fuck's sake. So then I just, as soon as I got that, go on.
So that was the first thing you said to me, I think, when I said I couldn't
jump high.
Do it, or I kept tripping. You just said, "Well, just jump high."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay.
Because I was down in my brain about it, because I was like, I was pissed off about it. I wasn't putting the effort into like what I was actually doing with my legs. I was just trying to focus on, why is this rope clipping my head? And then so then I did 15 minutes of double unders, just practicing double unders, just like doing just going as far as I could, taking a little breath, doing a little lap of the box, and then trying again. And I was just doing sets of like 30, 20, 15s, 20s, 18s, 40. I was just like, oh. It was so good to be able to get the volume in again and like do them whilst feeling tired. And so now the next time there's a double under workout, I'll remember that, and I want that thought in my brain as I go into that workout, rather than before I had the thought I can't do them because something's going on, and that just completely crippled me in the last time I tried it. So that was good, just to program that back in to my brain.
It says jump
higher and harder at the start, and as soon as I hit that first one, I was like, and then I got the rhythm, and I was like, here we go. But my calves are fucked. Like, they're so sore today because I haven't been doing the double unders. I've just been doing singles, or been going on the ski erg, and I haven't been putting them in every week. Like, I woke up this morning and went to walk down the stairs. I was like, oh yeah, I did a lot of skipping.
Hello, Carthy. I still don't understand how you were clipping your head and how that's changed by jumping high, because the rope is still in the same place in relation to you.
No idea. It must have been a combination, but it was definitely hitting my hair 100%, because when I tripped, when the rope stopped, the hair was in front of my face. So it like pushed it in front. So I know something hit the back of my hair and pushed it in front. So it's definitely hitting my hair, but I think it was a combination of I wasn't jumping high enough. So when the rope span, it almost like it clipped the floor too hard, sent it in a funny shape.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because if you're higher up, then the rope is clipping the floor.
Yeah, so the rope was lower and I was lower, and then it was just fucking me up. So
yeah,
stay tuned. So next time they put double unders in the workouts all the time. I'll just try again if there aren't any in the workouts I go to. I'll just do another 15-minute session. But Jesus, I can.
At least you fixed it though, dude. I found my speed rope the other day, so that's cool.
Yeah,
so I can go and try and do something. I haven't done any for ages, and I think that's really good conditioning for motocross as well. So I want to get on the push bike and on the rope, because like shoulders and legs are pretty critical for motocross. And I think I said it before, but I'm doing the end, like the assistant stuff in a circuit now, basically with the stuff. That's pretty cool because it goes faster then as well, but also it's a bit more applicable to the type of work in the motocross.
I think that's what's making my shoulder a bit funky, because I did a big set of bench, and then I did the assistance on the bench, and then I tried hanging from a bar because I was feeling like right in the meaty bit of my back, like right in the upper lat where the shoulder sort of joins up was sore. So I was hanging off a bar, and then I did all the double unders, so my shoulder feels a bit trashed. But hopefully that's
as well. I guess it's probably it's not a new position, is it? But it's you're reapplying that type of stress now, because it is quite stressful on the shoulder, isn't it, when you're just skipping? But it's not so bad single unders as double unders, I don't think, because you're being a little bit more intense with that, aren't you?
I also tried using a drag rope. Have you seen what drag ropes? Have you seen the drag rope? So you imagine like an old school playground, like skipping, like a rope. Like you get like the heavy leather ones, but it's just like an actual, just a rope with two handles on it. I tried using that. If there's one way to quickly unlearn how to do the double unders that you've just learned, you just pick up a drag rope and then try and go back to double unders.
Good, great success.
It was absolutely insane. Couldn't even do one.
I'm interested to see if it makes any difference with the speed rope, because I didn't really get any double unders anyway, did I? I think I managed like 5.
Yeah.
And why did I stop doing that? Because I broke my hip.
Yeah. I think you broke your hip because you didn't want to do double unders anymore.
Yeah. I didn't want to do any more double unders. Yeah. I was just about getting the hang of it. So I should do some more actually. I need to do that. But I will bench.
Get your bench on.
Yeah, still not much bench though. It's still I think it's just really volume heavy. So it's like it'll be like 5 sets of 10 or 6 sets of 10 or 70, something like that. But my shoulder feels a little bit grouchy as well while I'm doing it. But now at least my trap is okay, because that's driving me nuts. I think it doesn't help, 1, the pillow, and 2, being at a computer all day.
Yes.
In my neck, so it's nice to go and ride the motocross bike, because that just
wiggle
all the knots
loose
out of everything, and just
everything.
smashes you to pieces.
Yeah, that's a very expensive massage gun. That's basically full body massage.
It's probably more fun than holding the massage gun. Although you don't need a van to cart a massage gun around.
You don't get pelted with rocks either.
Also true. Or break your pelvis with a massage gun.
That'd be a pretty powerful massage gun.
That would be pretty powerful. That would be slightly too powerful, wouldn't it? If you went to massage your buttock and it just smashed your pelvis.
Smashed you to bits.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, I've smashed my pelvis. Brilliant. So that's cool. I'll probably just ride again tomorrow, I think. Keep the momentum going. See if this whole learning thing works. Oh yeah, I did that today. That's quite good. I will continue to do that tomorrow and see if I get better.
It's novel. It's a novel idea. It's a good theory.
New concept.
See how it pans out.
See how that works out for me. Other than that, not too much going on. I'm fully vaccinated now. I can't come and see you guys because you have to have 5 days quarantine if you go to the UK.
Okay.
Because you have to have a special NHS vaccine pass. Apparently, it doesn't work with exactly the same vaccine, but from a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, that's not the same thing. So I need to have a bit more of a look into that. I can go to basically everywhere else, but not the UK yet.
I think some stuff's changing from the 19th of July here. So
Yeah, it
maybe
is,
after that,
but it's this NHS pass though. So that's the thing that changes basically, is that if you have an NHS pass, then you don't need to do a quarantine. Basically, you can just do like a second day test when you fly in, and then you're good to go. But
Claire works for the NHS. When she goes in, I'll just ask her to get a handful of them.
Yeah, just grab a bunch of passes. Yeah, but yeah, I've got my like official.
I won't. Yeah, in case anybody's watching.
Okay, anyone from the NHS or police are watching. I've got my official like EU, you are fully vaccinated certificate now.
Yeah,
so I can travel a boot in the EU.
Yeah, bet you we're not in that anymore.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, that whole Brexit thing. But
at least we might win the Euro football.
Yeah.
So we just come out of Europe
and win,
and just come back and win the football.
They get disqualified for not being in Europe, probably.
Yeah. We're in Europe, aren't we? We're part of Europe, just not the European Union.
Yes, true.
Sunday night, 8 p.m. UK time.
What is it? Who's it? What is it then? England versus Spain?
England versus Italy.
Italy. Cool. That'd be good.
Yeah, should be good.
Very good. Cool.
Yeah, but until then, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, shall we I might try and do a little video on there. I might try and do some goggles. I've got some new goggles. Some Scott Prospect goggles.
NX content.
Garage built moto video on there. And I need to I'm going to try the leathers. Next week I'm going to Hungary to ride.
I'm getting quite hungry.
On the track. So I will try my new leathers out, my new airbag leathers.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were saying about reviewing their air suit.
Yep. I haven't actually really used it properly yet. I used it on the road, but I haven't used it on the track. And what else?
Well, you will have no pressure from me in terms of video reviews, because mine takes several years and are mediocre at best. Subscribe.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Look at that.
Oh shit. Fuck, you're ugly. Let's go.
Ouch.
No, you look better. I like the hair. Hair's good.
It's trimmed up.
I need mine cut. I've gone proper Corleone style.
Yeah, then you better do double unders, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same as my one, but mine's on the back of this one, so you can't see it.
I like it on the back. That's cool.
I like it on the back too.
Slam on.
It'd be cool if it had a little one on the front. Could just have a little garage on the front. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I wanted to do this weekend, was then smash out some little shirt ideas.
It's just not a priority at the moment. It's just not making it high enough up the priority list. I would say I haven't got enough time. I have got enough time. Just
choosing to do something else.
Just doing other stuff with it. Yeah.
So
that's how it goes.
That's how it rolls. Oh, let's do it. I'm smashing into the likes and stuff, checking out what people are doing.
Yeah, I see the community growing. I see lots of people thanking you for your kind comments and your questions on their posts, which is cool.
Yeah, happy. But people are still having it, which is cool. New people are still getting into the garage game, which is also cool.
Yeah.
But it's like Instagram is doing some sort of weird up and down follower thing. It's like we sneak up to 3,399, and then it goes back down to 3,394, and I've just been there for like months basically. So now we're at 3,397. So I will get that, find some new recruits,
find more crew
to the garage built crew,
join the crew
to get it to 3,400.
Maybe we need to do a giveaway again. Haven't done a giveaway in a while.
It's not a giveaway, dude. No, man.
I can do the room in my office now. Boxes of stuff. So either buy something or give something away.
What we should do is actually, I will prioritise coming up with some new tins.
Well, I've got some new colours. I'm terrible at deciding what to put on them. I really like the signature, the script, but I also think that the people like the barbell logo. Yeah. Because that is what it represents, isn't it? The garage with the barbells, you understand what that is. Garage built athlete across the front, written in script. It's not quite got the same.
You need to have both, don't you, basically?
Yeah.
People need to have an original and a signature.
You need to buy the two.
And then people know what's going on.
Buy two together.
But didn't we do one? Didn't we do one with the logo in the garage and then the garage built signature underneath?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little chest one, which is quite cool, which I put on the signature tee. So the original signature tees have got the big script across the back, and then the small script with the garage and just the barbells. So took the letters out of the logo, which is nice. Cool. I like that. But for me, it doesn't look quite, because I like the big across the chest, and it doesn't look quite right with the big across the chest with the blob on the top.
Okay.
I just need to print some stuff up, take some photos, and go, do you want this? And people go, yes, we do. And I'll go, yes, cool, buy it then. Get
it done. And you know that as well, once we come up with a new idea, we only have to talk about it for 3 loops and then it's done.
Yes, so, we do.
We'll do.
We do.
We should do 1 a month, at least, for the people. Because they need kit, man. You've got to have stuff for training, otherwise. Yeah, I need stuff for training.
I need stuff for training as well. I've got so much training gear and I'm always like sweating the ass out of it. So there's constant need for more training gear.
More training gear.
You think you only need like 3 or 4 tops, but literally you need like 12.
Like 30 or 40.
Yeah, I need a lot. And bottoms as well.
And I haven't got one of these ones either. I haven't got one of these shiny performance ones, which also I need.
Well, I've got your little box sort of made up with the things you've requested so far, but then you decided to hold fire because the taxman's at the airport drilling everybody as they
that's crazy, man. I had to pay €18 to get the bracket.
Yeah, that's what one chap from Austria who ordered a t-shirt and hoodie had to pay €18.
Wow, that sucks.
It's not good. It's not good. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for you people in Austria.
Hopefully. I'm not sure if you can. I think basically, from what I understand, when you are classed as a third-party country, which you are now, in relation to Austria can basically charge you whatever they like. I think. Don't quote me on that, because that's probably not true. Yeah. But that's what it looks like. How can the
we don't worry about facts here.
Yeah.
Never let facts get in the way of a good story. Never.
That's so true. I'm quite excited to make some new t-shirts now.
Well, you do the designs and send them over and I'll print them up. So the design bit that takes the time, well, I say it's the design bit. The design bit takes a lot of effort.
It's the thinking bit that takes some time, and then putting it all together, and then the 3 loops. Because you have to get it pinned in 3 loops, otherwise it's not happening.
Pin it or bin it.
Yeah, pin it or bin it. Yeah, man, that's going on a t-shirt. Yes, please. Pin it or bin it.
A friend of mine had some coffee the other day, and the name of the coffee company was Give It Some Beans, which I think was awesome. Love that. Give it some beans.
Give it some raj.
I like that on a t-shirt. Give it some
Is that Norfolk Coffee Company or not?
No. I think it might have been. Can't quite remember. It was definitely local-ish. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. It's yours. Right. You've got a bench. I've got to see what the old Famille is up to.
What? Yeah,
I think we've done it. I think it might be a record PB podcast.
PB longest ramble ever. Longest gold ever.
Flew.
Marvelous. Cool.
Another one in the bank.
Yep.
Right, and dude, have a good sesh. Enjoy.
I've got to actually do it now. I've said to everybody on the internet. Although this won't come out for another couple of days. So.
Yeah, a couple of days at least. Although I might go crazy because we've done it early. I might be able to get it up and out for the weekend.
You know what?
Before the weekend is over.
I've got to post today, haven't I?
You do have to post. You've got lots of topics: van, benching, bikes. Post what you do.
I will. Good. Yep. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and
how do I do that?
Subscribe.
Hadouken!
Yeah, that'll do. And on that note, I'll see you later.
All right, later. Wait.